but we're glad to have you along with us tonight. Guns on airplanes. It is against the current rules, of course, but what if it's the pilots who are allowed to carry the pistols? In an unprecedented move, today the Airline Pilots Association urged Congress to allow pilots to voluntarily arm themselves in the cockpit, and that only trained and screened pilots be authorized to carry weapons. New tonight, Tamara Pratt hooked up with passengers just landing at a Will Rogers World Airport and found they hope the idea takes off.
Well, Kelly, 2 weeks ago, you'd probably be hard-pressed to find a passenger who'd say, yeah, let's go ahead and allow some of those guns inside the cockpit. But things have changed.
The sights and sounds of luggage arriving. For these passengers, the trip is almost over. Their flight, it was quiet, and everyone we spoke with wants it to stay that way, especially if it means allowing pilots to carry pistols on board.
If they're trained, I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea. I think they ought to be able to protect the passengers any way they can.
Those are exactly the words which sounded from Capitol Hill when a Northwest Airlines captain, also president of the Airline Pilots Association, explained what might work best.
It's called frangible bullets. They basically disintegrate upon impacting the target, and they're not likely to penetrate the fuselage or cause a rapid depressurization.
Aside from the events of September 11th, reports indicate there have been 16 cases of passengers breaking into the cockpit and causing havoc, all that since mid-June of 1997. In almost all cases, it's been reported the passenger was subdued and the planes landed safely. Reports say the main cause for the disturbances was either alcohol-related or psychiatric problems. Pilots may be required to defend passenger lives in a space smaller than a phone booth, and Oklahomans say, do what is needed.
I have a daughter that works for Southwest Airlines, and I just care about all these people, and I don't want to see any more lives taken, so I am for it.
Right now, I can tell you it's not clear if Congress has to, in fact, pass some kind of legislation to allow pilots to take those guns in the cockpit, or if the FAA, I should say, simply has to redefine the rules. We'll keep watching that for you, Kelly.
Tamara Pratt out at the airport. No, you will. Meanwhile, the issue of more government control over airport security is top priority in Congress right now. Right now, both sides are arguing whether airport baggage screeners should be federal employees.
Oklahoma truckers are urged to be extra vigilant these days. Federal authorities worry about the possible hijacking of a truck containing hazardous materials. They're urging truckers to be on a high state of alert, and truckers understand why.
Some chemicals, when they're ignited and everything, produce, toxic gas and everything, which it's non-discriminating.
We're told the simplest key to safety is just to lock the door once you're inside the truck.
We are all aware that the airlines have taken a major hit in the aftermath of the September 11th attacks, but many other businesses have been hurt as well. In downtown Oklahoma City, hotels like the Westin have seen room bookings drop off significantly as business travelers opt not to travel. Local restaurants are starting to get back to normal after a very tough stretch.
We were down about 40% in terms of sales. We're rebounding now, but it's hard to sit there and think about sales when there's much bigger problems that's going on across the country.
Yeah, also the folks out at the State Fair say they had a slow first week, but say crowds were much better last weekend.
Oklahoma City Police chemist Joyce Gilchrist has been fired from the department. Gilchrist was suspended with pay from the department about 9 months ago. A board was appointed to look into allegations of her performing shoddy work and giving false or misleading testimony in criminal cases. Amy McCree is following this developing story, and she joins us with more. Amy.
Late last week, Chief M.T. Berry was handed a report by the administrative board about their findings. We were told it could be days, weeks, even months before a decision was made, but now there's no more wondering. Gilchrist has been terminated effective immediately.
Hi, Joyce. Got any comment about your meeting with?
Not yet.
With a slight smile on her face, Joyce Gilchrist had no comment as she and her attorney Melvin Hall.
Officials say the Flatiron District has been a bit of a no man's land, but will become eventually a high-tech business district and a gateway to the OU Health Sciences Center. At least that's the plan. To the west of the tracks, Automobile Alley, the business district, which consists of all the downtown skyscrapers, and the Arts District, which has the Civic Center, Stage Center, and the other cultural buildings down there, the new Library Learning Center, for instance. instance. City officials say the new branding is important for future growth and identity of downtown.
That's neat.
It's a good idea. Oklahomans just keep on giving. More stories about the spirit of Oklahoma next.
2 special Oklahomans return home from their search and rescue efforts in New York. We'll hear the touching story of a man and his rescue dog coming up.
And it is really starting to feel like fall out there, isn't it? Gary will let us know what the rest of the week looks like a little later.
You're watching KWTV. More local, more meaningful. This is News 9.
The Southwest Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you!
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you it was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Southwest Sports Report, nightly at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
When you see one of these on the front of a car,
This is Oklahoma's News Channel 4 at 10.
well, after the most expensive campaign in state history, Oklahoma voters have passed the right to work issue.
Let me show you the final tally with all of the precincts reporting now and more than 825,000 Oklahomans voting. State question 695 has passed with 54% of the vote. And as you can imagine, Governor Frank Keating and those who back the state question are very happy tonight. They say our state can expect a flood of new businesses and better wages. News Channel 4's Natalie Newman has been following the Yes campaign all day. She joins us live tonight from the Myriad. Natalie, I know that's a pretty happy group down there tonight.
Yes, it is, and they're very excited. We are waiting for the governor's second appearance. He made one appearance at about 9 o'clock, and I'm just getting word that he is walking in right now. He's walking to the podium with his wife, Kathy Keating, and as you can hear, the crowd is erupting. He made his first appearance at about 9 o'clock to announce that the other side had conceded, and he said it there.
Isn't it great?
For all Oklahomans, management and labor, men and women, young and old alike, we are now opened for business. All right. I wanted Kathy to join me in this absolutely deliriously joyful moment, and obviously Frank McPherson, our chairman, and Mark Nuttall.
On September 11th, family members and survivors of the Oklahoma City bombing placed flags next to the chairs at the memorial. No word on how long they will remain there.
Now, your first weather with Chief Meteorologist Rick Mitchell.
This morning was the coolest morning we've had since, about May 25th. Looks like tonight will be another cool night. Take a look at current temperatures as shown to us by our neighborhood network. It is 59 degrees right here in the weather center, not in the weather center, but just outside the weather center. Southeast to east breeze, very light at about 2 miles per hour. Here's the bus stop forecast for tomorrow morning. And the kids will want to grab a jacket. It'll be clear but cool. Temperatures generally in the upper 40s, a light southeast breeze. Hey, if you want to do a little sky watching tonight, you just may see a rare treat in these parts. I'll explain more when I come back a little bit later. For now, that's the latest. Jim and Susan, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Rick. The attack on the East Coast has some metro utilities reevaluating security. Tonight, we'll show you how the Water Authority in Norman is changing.
Plus, just in time for afternoon traffic, a train goes off the tracks and off a bridge.
And 2 congressmen with an idea to raise money for victims, using 2 sides of one coin.
The special bank repo sale is on at Automax. Friends, we bought over a
Guy, in the forecast for tonight, we have the potential to see something that we rarely see this far south in Oklahoma, the Aurora Borealis, otherwise known as the Northern Lights. Now, it's not a sure bet. You're going to have to be away from the city lights if you want to see it. Just turn toward the north and hope for the best. We've had a lot of sunspot activity lately, and I'm told that is giving us that opportunity to see the Northern Lights this far south, across even as far south as the Gulf Coast. So we'll see it. Give me a call if you happen to see it.
I'm going to go to bed after we get home here tonight. More beautiful weather in store for us the rest of the work week, and that is good news because it should be dry and pleasant for Saturday. We have the Race for the Cure taking place downtown Oklahoma City at the Bricktown Ballpark. Hope to see you out there. Okay, temperatures across the state right now. That's beautiful. Nice and pleasant. 54 degrees here in Oklahoma City. Stillwater at 55. Our friends in Ada at 59 degrees, 62 in Clinton, Woodward 57, Tulsa 57. So just a nice night out there. The high temperature today with the sunshine, we still stayed 11 degrees below the normal. 70 was our high, the normal high 81. We had 47 this morning. 59 is the normal, so below on both parts. You see high temperatures, or high pressure rather, dominating the weather tomorrow. That'll keep sunshine across the southern plains. This is a pattern that's going to last all the way through the weekend. Enid 76, Kingfisher sunny tomorrow. 75 degrees. It'll be a cool start in the southwest, but temperatures will moderate back into the mid and upper 70s. In the northeast, same story. Miami 73. Tulsa and Shawnee will top out at 74, and plan on McAllister hitting 75, Tecumseh 74, and Ardmore 75. All right, we'll wrap it up and do the first alert forecast for the metro area tonight. Mostly clear, a low of 47. I didn't have a symbol for the northern lights, so you'll just have to kind of pretend you'll see some lights dancing there. It's not a sure bet. If you see something, well, more power to you. I hope you do. 49 for an 8 o'clock temperature, lots of sunshine. 74 the expected high with a southeast breeze, 6 to 12 miles per hour. 7-day forecast. It remains quiet all the way through the rest of the work week on into the weekend and even into next week, with high temperatures for the most part in the mid to upper 70s and lows anywhere from the upper 40s to the lower 50s. So hard to deal with or complain about that kind of weather.
That, my friend, is a beautiful forecast.
It is.
Thank you.
We'll find a way to complain about it.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Oh, yeah. All right, don't assume anything this weekend.
That's right. The OSU Cowboys are facing a Division I AA opponent this weekend, but don't let that fool you. They won't be a pushover. Oklahoma's long layoff will finally come to an end this weekend. The team talks about returning to action, and Michael's back, but not everyone in the NBA thinks he'll make a huge impact. That story next on Eyewitness Sports 5.
Live news from anywhere.